welcome to Weazel News. I'm your anchor, Elijah Durgan, and these are tonight's news. Last Monday, tragedy struck the Del Perro Pier in western Los Santos. At 9:34 p.m. is when the first bullet rang out and struck an elderly man by the name of Ed James. And after a 3.5-hour standoff with the police, the killer, who is confirmed as the 23-year-old Los Santos MIT tech worker Billy Roberts, was then shot dead by an LAPD sniper by the name of Officer Taylor. Yet, Billy Roberts hadn't gone down without a fight. As the standoff between the shooter and the police dragged on, Billy Roberts was able to unfortunately take 23 other lives in that tragic night on the pier. After investigation had occurred later after the shooting, Billy's car was found in the west parking lot on the pier, and inside was found 3 more MIA-16 magazines that police had inferred Billy was going to use to possibly kill more innocent civilians. Now, Billy Roberts had never had any crime records before this incident, and the shooter's family had told exclusively to Weazel News that Billy had never shown any signs of violence or intent to induce such horrendous acts on anyone. This situation had come to all of us as a shock, and the LAPD have not yet released the names of the victims that lives were taken on that night at the pier. Yet, all families have been contacted, and we have all shown the utmost sorrow for all the victims and their families. Now, I will send it off to one of our reporters, John Bean, to take us to Del Perro Pier and talk to an Officer Taylor, the man that shot the killer and ended the nightmare on the pier.
Today we are down at the Del Perro Pier on October 30th, where 24 people were shot and killed. And today we are here with Officer Taylor that shot and killed the shooter. Officer Taylor, what was it like on that day at the pier?
Well, I was just at a routine traffic stop, more up in the deep of the city, and I got a call on my comms that a man at the pier was firing shots and had killed a couple people. So I rushed down there, and they told me to get in sniper range, and so I pulled out my sniper and I assembled it, and I was on a roof. I missed the very first shot I took on him, but after that I managed to land a shot in his shoulder. After he was weak, I then took 2 shots into his chest and he was dead. And I'm very thankful and I'm very glad that we got the killer dead, but I also sent out a lot of mourn and a lot of sadness towards all the families of the first responders and the victims in this shooting, and I hope they can overcome what had happened and live on to in the victims' memories.
Wow, a lot happened that day. So, when will the victim's name be released?
Well, as of right now, we don't know when the victims' names will be released, but most likely after the investigation. I have to get more word from the head of the police department will have a statement released soon, so just look out for that.
Well, okay, that's all we have for today. So back to you, Elijah Durkin.
Is the internet killing TV networks?
Damn straight, Chippy.
But not CNT. CNT is back with shows too exciting to time shift.
All right, guys, let's go.
Reality finally gets real and real cheap to make on the underbelly of paradise.
Suck my Steve f***ing Haynes.
Eat organic, recycle, or I'll have a fit!
He's a judgmental hypocrite.
America's favorite liberal superhero Impotent Rage gets smug.
A victory!
My work here is done.
And from the archives, a classic from when misogyny was cool.
Get that, will you?
Of course, Gordon.
Moorhead rides again.
Oh, Gordon, I'm scared!
Shut up, you'll blow our cover.
It's all coming this fall. CNT, where America vegetates.
Now that is one productive day's work.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Our second story comes as another surprise, as Russians' armed missile forces build and the American Air Force is attacked. The Russians sent 6 homing missiles at U.S. aircraft on American soil in Sandy Shores. The 2 U.S. aircrafts flying over were both A-10, piloted by the names of Jensen Jeans and Andy Teller, both who have been flying for the Air Force for over 10 years. Tragically, one of the missiles had struck down one of the aircraft, and that is of the Air Force pilot Jensen Jeans. The pilot had gone down into the Alamo, and Jensen was able to evacuate and eject out of the aircraft safely, yet the A-10 was completely destroyed. Andy Teller was able to escape the attack and report back to Fort Zancudo to send out reinforcements. By that time, the missile trucks had disappeared. Yet tensions now rise immensely between the Americans and the Russians, and from now on, the Zancudo military will be on high alert.
Brought to you by Vinewood Star Tours. Stock celebrities from the comfort of a bus.
5, 4, 3.
Your weather today in Los Santos is 78 and sunny, and tomorrow, 78 and cloudy. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Weazel News. I'm your anchor, Elijah Durkin, and thank you for tuning in tonight.